We begin today with President Donald Trump, who says he's in no rush to negotiate a trade deal with other countries, despite the economic downturn in the U.S. ABC's Christiane Cordero is in Washington with new economic data that's showing a decline in the GDP.
After starting a trade war that launched market turmoil and a murky economic forecast, President Trump now says he's in no rush to make deals to end it.
I'm in less of a hurry than you are. We are sitting on the catbird seat. They want us. We don't need them.
The president has insisted the stock market losses and rising prices will level the playing field and bring jobs back to the U.S. But during a town hall last night, he didn't offer a timeline as to when Americans will start reaping the benefits. At the nation's busiest port in Los Angeles, the number of cargo ships coming in next week is down 36% from this time last year. Retailers warn Trump's tariffs could soon lead to product shortages, with orders now being canceled, particularly on items from China, where nearly 80% of toys sold in the U.S. are made. Trump now suggesting kids may have to settle for fewer toys this year.
Well, maybe the children will have $2 instead of $30,
New data shows the U.S. economy shrank in the first quarter, the GDP dropping 0.3%, the worst since 2022. And the S&P 500 ended Trump's 100th day down almost 8% compared to his first day in office. Trump, despite previously taking credit for stock market gains upon his return to the White House, now blames his predecessor.
You probably saw some numbers today, and I have to start off by saying that's Biden. That's not Trump.
In her most extensive remarks since the election, former vice president and presidential candidate Kamala Harris called out Trump's trade war.
So look, some people are describing what's been happening in recent months as absolute chaos. And of course, I understand why. And it's certainly true of those tariffs. Tariffs that, as I predicted, are clearly inviting a recession.
Before Trump took office, the U.S. saw 33 straight months of economic growth under Biden. Consensus among economists is tariffs are the reason for the decline. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
The Senate's vote to block President Trump's Liberation Day plan fell short, ending in a 49-49 tie. Vice President J.D. Vance broke the tie in Trump's favor. The resolution aimed to end the national emergency behind new tariffs, which experts say could mean higher prices will fall back on consumers. Retailers like Walmart and Target have also warned the White House of possible product shortages. In California, former Vice President Kamala Harris making her return to the national stage for the first time since the inauguration. She spoke at the Gala for Emerge America in San Francisco Wednesday night. Harris criticized President Trump on the economy after his first 100 days in office and says Americans are living in what she calls a constitutional crisis.
In a moment when the checks and balances upon which we have historically relied have begun to buckle. And we here know that when the checks and balances ultimately collapse, if Congress fails to do its part, or if the courts fail to do their part, or if both do their part, but the president defies them anyway.
Now, questions surrounding what's next for Harris. Some view her as a front runner in the race for the White House in 2028, while others think she could run for governor of California next year.